first thing you're going to want to start off doing is take a wax. Mine is the Benye Scar Wax. I'm just putting it in a circle basically around my finger, and I'm going to blend that and spread it out evenly. So next you're going to want to take the other end of the spatula, the pointed end, and you're going to want to kind of push in an upward motion to give a ripped skin effect. Next thing I'm going to do is take a translucent setting powder, and this is just going to help to set the wax. This one is by e.l.f., but you can use any translucent powder really. Okay, so for the next part in this wound, it's going to be the same concept basically, just using that Benye Scar Wax again, and this time we're just going to be creating kind of a torn up shape. You can really kind of create any shape you want, just as long as it has that open effect to it. And just blend out using that same spatula. The spatula makes it a million times easier to blend, so I highly recommend using one if you don't have one at home. Alright, and next I'm going to be taking my dark blood. It's a Stage Blood by Benye. It's just very liquidy and it's very bright and vibrant. So I'm just going to be applying it with a brush and putting it onto the finger wound. And we're just going to kind of work our way down to the other wound. Now we're just going to be taking that same blood and we're going to kind of dab it onto the wax on the lower part of the wound. And this is just going to give a really raw, bright red look, and it'll look like it's a fresh wound. You're just going to keep lightly paintbrushing this on and work your way towards the center of the wound. And once you get closer to the edges of the wax, it's going to give a brighter look. The thicker you apply the blood on, the consistency will start to build up. And then we're going to go in with that scab blood, and I'll show you how to use that next. So just keep brushing that on. Center of it more, where your actual skin is. You're just going to keep dabbing that on. If you think about it, in a real wound like this, there would be an awful lot of blood, so there's never enough blood in this kind of situation. It's supposed to look like it's kind of ripped and torn, and it's just going to give, like I said, a very raw, fresh look when you use a bright, vibrant red like this. So now we're going to be taking our scab blood. This is the second blood that we're going to be using in this look. And I'm going to be using my flat end of the spatula to apply this. We're going to put it dead on in the center of the wound to show that it's very raw right there, and that's where the main source of the blood is coming from. So this is just going to build that consistency, like I said, and the fact that you're using two different types of bloods is going to give it a very realistic look, because in a lot of wounds there are different types of bloods, consistencies and coloring, so it's just going to give it even more of a wow factor. So this is the finished look. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I will be posting more videos if you all request more, so please subscribe.